Anyway, your signing of the season. Who is it? Thomas Tuchel. Does he count? Says Will from Bournemouth. No, we want a player. Ben Godfrey at Everton. Says another tweet here.
Yeah, he'd be in the shout, wouldn't he?
Is he yours?
No, because I think they'd be in the same position with or without him.
Interesting. Is that true? Give us yours then.
Well, that's changed it. I'm going to go two of the old boys. I've got to go two because I can't separate them. I really, really can't separate them. One's a defender, one's a striker. They're both on the free, Cavani and Thiago Silva.
Okay.
I cannot separate them. I think they've both been brilliant signings for what they bring to the team and their teammates. Thiago Silva has made other defenders in that team who looked all over the shop look better and organised. And Cavani, what he's bringing to some of the youngsters at Manchester United and those runs, and to get him on a free again, it's ridiculous, those two.
I have gone for Rafinha. You kind of puncture my balloon a little bit there by mentioning Rafinha.
Sorry, mate.
Cheers for that. Thanks a lot.
Well, you know I'm a massive fan of him, so...
Well, yeah. I've gone for Rafinha at only 17 million quid. Only.
Bargain.
And he's not ripping it up in terms of scoring 1 million goals or making 1 million goals, but he is a really good player to watch, terrific player. Arguably Leeds' most exciting player all season, really zips them up, gives them a bit of a golden edge. And I think I'm right in saying, correct me if I'm wrong, this is at the top of my head, every time he's scored, Leeds have won this season. I think that I'm right in saying that. He's only got 6 goals, but every time, he's not scoring a consolation in a 4-1 defeat or anything like that. His goals mean something. And it's almost like when he plays well, when he hits it, hits the spot, then Leeds look the real deal as well. So I'm more into... I understand what you're saying about has he made a difference to the position. Totally get that. Absolutely valid. But for me, it's about how attractive a team is. And I think when you analyse what Leeds have done to turn them into...
I think he has made a difference.
Yeah, I do think he has.
For Leeds.
When you compare that with the two sides who've gone down after coming up, there's clearly something better about Leeds United. They were better anyway because they won the title.
Well, the manager's a big part of it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can imagine if Scott Parker doesn't have a say in the Fulham signings, you can imagine Bielsa does have a say in the Leeds United signings. So I'll go for Rafinha. There are loads more as well. Luke says Callum Wilson signing of the season. Without him, Newcastle would have been relegated. Yeah,
good shout. Absolutely.
Joe Linton wouldn't have got the goals?
No.
No, okay.
Andy Carroll, no.
No,
Gale, no.
I've forgotten about Andy Carroll.
Listen, it's a fair point, that. I mean, I can see why certain Newcastle fans will see Callum Wilson has been a massive plus for them. But also, I think, I'm going to say, don't you, Newcastle is a big part getting him back fit as well. It's a maximum.
You like him, don't you?
Well, without him, I mean, can you imagine?
It wouldn't be exciting, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a good shout. There's so many.
It would be proper boring.
So many terrific players to choose from. 08717 22 3344.
Unbelievable.
There's a reason Sam Maximin's not on the list, don't you? It's because he's been there 2 seasons.
Has he?
That'll be it, yeah. I know.
Wow.
He's probably only played 1 season's worth of football, but he arrived in 2019, so that's why he's not on it.
God, he's been there 2 seasons, dear me.
Let's have some more then. Nigel's a Chelsea fan. There's a few at Chelsea to choose from. How you doing, Nige?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem.
Brilliant. I think Mendy, what he's done for Chelsea in front of goal this season is brilliant.
Has he made the difference? Because Goughie was talking about Thiago Silva and what a difference he's made. You'd put Mendy slightly ahead of him, would you?
Slightly, yes. He pulls off the saves and he controls the back four. With Silva in front of him, I think they've done a brilliant job.
Impressive.
Yeah, I get that. The goalkeeper, he has been outstanding for Chelsea. I thought about him firstly when we had this chat, and I was thinking, the first name I wrote down was Mendy.
But are you covering all bases here? You picked 2 for your signing of the season. Now you're saying, well, I did write Mendy down.
No, he was my first one. Then I changed it to those 2 because I think both of them have been absolutely great ambassadors for the club, and I can't split them. I really can't. Silva and Cavani, both brilliant.
I speak to Dave, who's an Everton fan. I was going to go with James Rodriguez. You've got another Everton player, Dave.
Yeah, Ben Godfrey for me, mate, all day long.
Would you? I was thinking about earlier in the season. I was thinking Ben Godfrey might have a chance of the Euros. It's looking less and less likely. Has he kept up the same standard throughout the course of the season, Ben Godfrey?
Do you know, for me, mate, he's been an absolute rock. He's he's played right across the back four, and he's never let us down in any. I can't think of a mistake he's made this season, considering it's his first season at a bigger club like Everton. Obviously, last season with Norwich, fighting relegation, but a bigger season for him. He's come in, he's hit the ground running. He's got pace, he's got power, he's got a little bit of snide in him as well. I've seen a little bit of, should we say, the dark art a little bit, but likes to wind players up. And I think he's class. I was listening to the show yesterday when you said Tyrone Mings would go instead of Harry Maguire or Stones. I would put Ben Godfrey ahead of Tyrone Mings every day of the week. He's quicker, and I think he's a more intelligent footballer.
He's more versatile, can play different positions as well.
It's a bit late to be him changing it. I think he picks Mings now in every single squad. He's played him in quite a few games as well. It'd be a big decision to change it, wouldn't it? I'm not saying it'd be a wrong decision, but it's with Southgate, we see how he works, Aid. It would be a surprise, wouldn't it?
It would, although he's been involved with England under 21s and Southgate's not scared of calling those players up. So if Maguire is out, and as we said to you earlier, there's pictures of him at Old Trafford tonight on crutches. It's a massive blow if he is out.
I'll tell you what, on one thing now, when you talk about these extra three players, Greenwood's got to be in there now, Andy, surely.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I think it'd be a major shock and a major blunder if he isn't in the 26, without a doubt. Dave's a Villa fan. Who you got, Dave?
Good evening, gents. For me, if we're talking about making a difference and that, so I'm going to go with Emi Martinez, who the Villa signed for a snip from Arsenal. Down at the bottom of the league last year, he's come in and made a massive difference.
Right, let me just say this, Dave, right? I mean, you've also got there Tom Heaton at Aston Villa, right? So, as good as, and I agree with you, Martinez has been good, and people are talking about Arsenal let the wrong keeper go and all that, so I'm not knocking Martinez, but are you telling me Tom Heaton wouldn't have been this good?
Who knows? Tom Heaton's injured, that's his butt. You can't really say anything, can you? He's been injured, so Emi Martinez has come in. He's performed. He would have had a bit of pressure on him because obviously I had my reservations. Signing someone who's been a second keeper for his whole career in the Premier League, I thought we needed to look a bit somewhere else, but he's come in and he's done the business. You can't knock him. He was pushing Ederson up until about 2 months ago for the Golden Glove. He's challenging Friedel for our record of clean sheets in the Premier League in his first season. Surely it's a shout.
You like him. There's no doubt about that. Phil's
he has been good.
I tell you, it's not just Premier League. Let's speak to a QPR fan. Phil's with us on the show. How you doing, Phil?
Yeah, very well, thanks. And you?
Yeah, real good, mate.
Good. Great show, chaps. Love the debate. Just want to put forward a championship player, and that's Charlie Austin at QPR for signing of the season.
I saw a tweet earlier, Phil, saying that Charlie Austin transformed Rangers described Rangers as relegation fodder into a mid-table or top half team. Is that correct? Is that the impact he's had?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I probably should also say I think Stefan Johansson coming from Fulham's helped, but Austin's arrival in January, we were in trouble. And if you look at the form table, since he's arrived to now, we're third. His influence, he loves the club, and I know he works for you guys sometimes. So if he's listening, Charlie, got to stay at the Bush, mate. It's the best place for you.
Well, he's on the breakfast show tomorrow from 8 a.m, so listen out for that, Phil. It's a good shout, isn't it?
It is. I think it's about attitude as well. I think he drags people along with him, and I think that's important. But you get characters like Charlie, not afraid to say it as it is. So I get that.
Breakfast show tomorrow morning. Charlie Austin from 8. He will join Ali and Laura. Russell is an Arsenal fan. He's got another name for us. How you doing, Russell?
Yeah, all good, guys. How you doing?
Very good, mate.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to put a championship player in because I also follow Brentford as well. But Ivan Toney, head and shoulders, best signing of the season. 5 million was it we paid from Peterborough? Probably worth 7-8 times that now. 31 goals, I think 11 assists. Absolute massive signing, and typical of Brentford of the way they've been making their signings. And fingers crossed they can get promoted this year, and whatever happens, he'll be in the Premier League next year.
I think it'd be hard to go against that. Purely the goals he's scored and the money they're going to make if they do sell him.
Yeah.
So it'd be very hard from all the divisions.
Well, I mean, the money he's going to go for, you're talking about 30 odd million. That's what Ollie Watkins went for. We've got a huge sell on that.
And he'll quadruple his wages or treble his wages as well. It's a remarkable signing.
31 goals in the Championship, which is a modern era record, and 10 assists as well as that. And
losing the 2 players they lost.
But the thing is, right? There's a problem here, and it's not Ivan Toney's fault, and I'm absolutely all for it. He's very much a contender in this debate, signing of the season. With somebody who comes in and scores 31 goals, they have to go up automatically, don't they? And now it's the lottery of the playoffs. Yep. So, and they can't freeze like they did last time. Keith's a Chelsea fan. How you doing, Keith?
Oh, good evening, Darren. Evening, Adrian. Nice to talk to you guys.
And you.
I love this debate. Yeah, I love the one. I think when you're talking about signings of the season, it's 2 things. What did you pay and how much influence they have on the team? So that's why I'm putting Thiago Silva. It was a freebie, and our defence, we had one of the worst players defending for us, Anders Christensen. Now he looks a totally different player. It's as if we've got his brother or he's been cloned.
And Rudiger. The way he was playing, the way he's upped his game.
Rudiger was the rough diamond, Darren. Rudiger was the rough diamond he needed there. He had ability, but he was a bit of a rough diamond.
Well, he needed Thiago Silva in.
He couldn't defend to save his life.
Well,
you're right.
I think with you're right though. Rudiger and Christensen, I think there were Chelsea fans saying they're finished at the club. But yeah, Thiago Silva's influence is a big factor in that.
Aspilicueta as well has been good, but I know he's not a new signing, is he? But how good is he? He's upped his game.
You're not having him as well.
No, but he's upped his game as well, hasn't he, this year?
I would think. I don't think the Christensen improvement is down to Thiago Silva, because I think he was still making mistakes before Thomas Tuchel arrived. I think Tuchel's made the difference with Christensen and possibly with Rudiger as well. So as good as Thiago Silva has been for Chelsea, and I would agree with that, I'm not sure he's necessarily the driving influence behind them getting better.